Hello everyone, Grace and I are out here near the Colorado National Monument in Grand Junction, and we found this beautiful outdoor kind of amphitheater space. So I wanted to take the time to do a little bit of seated mobility while we're out here. Maybe she'll join us, maybe she won't, but we're gonna start in a 90-90 position. So one leg bent up, the other leg bent back. Now, if this bothers you, you can elevate that front knee by using a yoga block, books, a pillow, anything to get that back knee up. So we are gonna start by hinging forward from the hips slightly, getting that back leg nice and light. Shoulder blades back and down. Think about your belly button facing over your knee. Now from here, I'm gonna glue my back foot to the floor. I'm gonna lift up that knee, close, open, close. And we're going to hit this a few times. Now you can hold this longer at the top. Once you hold it for at least 2 seconds, you can hold it up to 5 if you'd like. Just getting a little bit of that external hip rotation in there. Stay right there, sis. Good. And now we're going to hinge back slightly. I'm tenting my fingertips behind me, unload the front hip, and we are going to roll that hip closed. Now your full foot may hit the floor, it may not. If it only goes up a little bit, just go to there. You want to go to what's known as your active end range, so where you can move without getting pain. Taking a few more here. Good. Now we're going to sit up nice and neutral. Go back to that belly button facing over the front knee. Hands are going to come in this prayer position, shoulder blades back and down, and we are going to use that outer front hip for strength as we hinge over from the hips. Your back is nice and straight here. You're going to pause and then squeeze that front glute as you come out of it. This should feel similar to like a RDL or a tip over or a bridge. So we're using our glutes. We're not using our spine here. Let's take a couple more. Good. We're going to take one more and come up out of it. Now we're going to hold that hinge. Fingertips down. We're going to get nice and light in that back foot again. Back knee is going to stay down, and we're going to lift up that back, lift up that back heel. And we're going to hit a little internal hip rotation for the back hip. Taking a few here. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Let's take one more. Good. And now we're going to slightly open up the hips. Belly button faces, I don't know, your 2 o'clock, if you will. We're going to pick up that entire back leg. Now you might have to use your back hand to assist it up. And we're going to pick it up, swing it around front. Both sit bones touch the ground. Outer sit bone is on the ground. Swing it around. Now again, I'm using my hands for a little bit of assistance here. If you want this to be more difficult, you're going to take it much more upright. Excuse you as you bring that foot around. Now you can pause right here and practice this a few times. I'm going to take one more. Awesome. Now from here, hands tent behind us, and we are going to windshield wiper. Good. Those hips back and forth, moving. Good. Do a little bit external, internal rotation. Think about pressing your trailing inside of the knee towards the ground. And we are going to end with our opposite leg forward. I'm going to spin around. And we're going to do the whole thing from the top. So belly button over that front knee. I'm going to hinge forward, get light in that back leg. Open the back knee, close the back knee. Open, close. Couple more. Gosh, this location is so pretty. I wish you guys could see everything that's around me. Couple more. Last one. Good. Now slightly. Good. Tucking the pelvis under, that little posterior pelvic tilt, fingertips tented behind you. And we're going to close that front hip. Again, move to what your active end range is. So if that's right here, stop right there. If you're able to get it all the way up as you close that big toe down. Hi, right there, sis. Hi, baby. One more. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Neutral pelvis, belly button over that front knee, hands in prayer, shoulder blades back and down. Using that front glute, Hinge over, find your end range, pause, and up out of it. Hinge over, pause, squeeze that front glute, bring it up out of it. Hinge over, and up. Man, it's like I trained her to do this. I sure didn't. She's just needy. Hinge, up. Let's take one more. Oh, girl. And she's done. Or not. She just wants to give you all the cold butt. Now, belly button faces forward. We're going to open up that back hip. A little bit of external hip rotation. My inside, I'm on the wrong one. We're going to close the back hip. There we go. Internal hip rotation. Knee stays down, lifting up that back heel. Again, you can add about a 2-second pause up here if you'd like, but find that active end range. Good. Let's take one more. Awesome. Fingertips behind us. And we're going to take those switches, pressing that trailing knee down into the floor. Little bit of 90-90 hip mobility. There are so many different combinations that you can do here, but this is a nice seated one that you can use gently on the hips as you wake up in the morning, or releasing a little bit of tension throughout the hips if you're seated at a desk for a couple hours. I like to do this one before bed to kind of calm down my hips and sort of ground a little bit before I hop into bed. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my hike. If you guys enjoyed this, go ahead, drop in those comments below, and I hope you enjoy this nice little pig rump right in front of you. Good girl.